Hi, I'm Sherilyn, and today I'll be replacing an ice dispenser drum in a Maytag refrigerator. You may need to replace your ice dispenser drum if your drum is not turning, which means ice is not dispensing. This repair should only take about a half an hour. For this repair, we're only going to need two tools, and that's a 1/4-inch nut driver and a flathead screwdriver. If you don't already have a new ice dispenser drum, they are available for purchase on our website. We can open the freezer door, remove the ice dispenser assembly by simply lifting up and pulling out. Careful of the switch at the top. And you can set it on a work surface. We're going to need to remove the 1/4-inch nuts on the outside of the dispenser. Once the outside screws are removed, you can remove the front panel. Set that out of the way. And now we can flip over the bin. We'll need to remove the control arm. So we'll start by removing the retaining screw at the far end. Just twist off the metal bracket here. And now we can release the control arm. It's hooked into the deflector, so we can just push it out to release it, and then pull out the control arm. Next, we need to release the crusher housing, so we'll remove these two screws and the two on the inside. Now we can remove the ice bin. Hopefully pull straight off. Careful of the auger. Next, we can remove the C-clamp. Make sure the C-clamp lines up with the groove on the crusher housing here. Take the flathead and pry it down. And take off the washer. And now you can remove the crusher housing. There we go. In order to loosen the cross-threaded retainer, we'll just need a 9/16 wrench. And since it is cross-threaded, we'll need to turn it to the right to loosen it. Once it's loose, you can remove it by hand. Next, we can remove the crusher blades and spacers. Make sure to keep them in the exact order they're currently in. All three of these come off at once. Remove the floating baffle, and we have access to the drum. Go ahead and slide that off, along with the washer at the back. And we can discard them. Once you have your new drum, it'll come with a new washer, so we can start by putting that on. And then we can place the drum. The flat side should be towards the front of the auger, like so. And replace your floating baffle. That should line up like so. Now we can reassemble the ice crusher. We'll start with the last spacer that we took off. That'll sit inside the floating baffle. And now we can put on the A piece, A facing out. and the next spacer. These next pieces need to all go on at once. It can be a little bit tricky. Just make sure your spacers are in place and the B piece is in between them. Line everything up. And push it into place. There we go. And put on your next spacer. And your C piece. And your final spacer. Screw on the retaining screw. It's cross thread, remember, so we need to turn it left to tighten it on. Stand up the auger and then line up the crusher housing with the baffle. It'll stick in one way. Line up the C-clamp, push it into place, and it'll click into place. And now we can put it in the ice bin. And now we can put the auger into the ice bin. And we can place the auger coupling right on the end of the auger. There's a little notch on the coupling that'll line up with the end of the auger. And then everything will sit into the holes on the ice bin. And we can replace the screws. We can put our control arm back in, hook it into the crusher housing, and spin it around. We need to hook in the J side into the ice deflector. We can lay it in the groove. We'll need to replace our metal piece. It'll spin into place. The spring needs to sit in the groove. And finally, we just need to wrap this spring around and hook it onto the control arm, like so. The ice deflector should go up and down when you press on the lever. Bring in the front of the dispenser. Line up the holes on either side. And we can replace the screws. And we can replace the ice dispenser. Line it up with the tracks. Push it into place.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you found this helpful. Be sure to check out our website if you need any of the OEM parser tools that you saw in the video. We believe that the everyday person is completely capable of cheap and easy appliance repair. So please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and maybe even show this video to a friend in need.